Hi guys, my name is Mark, and effectively this will be the last video I do. I think I've just about covered everything. And anyhow, I'm just going to read something out of the World Book Dictionary, L through Z. This is a book that dates back to 1967-68, I believe. And we're going to look up the word slave. Then we're going to look up the Ontario birth certificate page, and there it is, right? So it says slave, adjective, noun, slaved, slaving, adjective, noun, a person who is the property of another. Well, we're going to look at this Ontario birth certificate site here, and it says official, off ice, IC, all, government is sued, issued, right? So they've already sued this, and then you're rocking up to agree to be a person who's the property of another, and it says who can apply for the Ontario birth certificate? The person who is the subject of the birth of the certificate. So you're the subject of the piece of paper, and obviously we've established who is the property of another. So keywords, now that you know what a person is, it's obviously a man who rocked up with a signature, sin at you're at sin, signed up, and applied to create a legal identity, which is fraud, to create another identity, which is not him, to establish that he's the person. And it says who can apply. So who wants to lie to be the person who's the subject, and then people rock up with a signature, sin at you're, agreeing to be a person who is the property of another. And this is coming out of a 1968 book. People, there it is, right? So the World Book, so they're even telling you in simple dictionaries, and we're not even getting into Webster's, web stirred, right? Stirred in the web, living on the planet, the net plan, right? That's what, you know, world of deceit, you know, just doesn't stop, right? And then it goes on to say here too, a person who submits to or follows another. So this even goes out to authorities. You think you guys aren't slaves? Well, if you submit or follow, well, you're a slave. And then it says of the head of a party, and consequently the slaves of a party. So even guys like Barack Obama who think they're the heads of the party, they're just a master puppet, folks. And there's the slaves of the party. They tell you here. And then it says a person who is controlled or ruled by some desire, habit, or influence. So they're ruled by their desires and their influences and their indulgences, thinking that they're going to create power and be powerful, when effectively it says the heads of a party, consequently, well, the slaves of a party. So people, I can't make this up. And I'm always talking about how like defendants and hoot ants like to defend in that. And it says here, it says slave ant. It says an ant that is captured and forced to work for other ants in a way that suggests slavery. Oh my God, does this not all suggest slavery? We've stated right here at the top, once again, slave, a person. It says the person. So you've rocked up, you've applied, you've created a legal identity, which is fraud, to apply and claim that you're this person who is the subject of a piece of paper, which is the certificate or the birth of a certificate, which is hence known as thus the birth certificate. So who does slave ants defend? Well, obviously they're called defendants, and they defend the queen ant. I'm telling you, people, and obviously if you're a defendant, you represent the queen. Well, you're just a subject, and you've agreed to be the person. And once again here it says noun, a person who is the property. We're not even 2 words into this, man. 2 words. A person who is the property of another. They've already tell you this is official government issued. Then you're going to establish a legal identity, which is fraud, to claim that you're this person who is the subject to this. That's nonsense, people, and it's sheer fraud. And I don't care who it is, right down to the officers of the courts, the queen, any of their whole members, the whole 9 yards. If you're running around with this, you're partaking in the fraud, and you're part of the fraud. And that's why it's time to deal in God's grace, people, or you're just dealing in a world of sin at you. So I'm going to leave it at that. If this isn't a wake-up call, I mean, I can't even keep it any simpler. I'm just using 2 words. 2 words, and it just goes to show you, all you people who think, oh, I'm the judge of this court. No, I'm sorry, you're just a puppet man having your strings pulled too. That's why you go to work. Otherwise, you're not doing it for love, because if you're doing it for love, you wouldn't have to get paid. So, but anyhow, people, I'm not trying to judge people here. I don't do this because I necessarily enjoy it, because really I don't. I've got better things to do, but I do it from the bottom of the heart, and I don't charge anybody, and anybody whoever is charging somebody, I'm sorry, but chances are they're probably a fraud. There's no reason to charge for the truth. The truth is simple, and it requires few words. Don't rock up and apply to be create a legal fiction and state that you're a legal identity, which is a person who's the subject of a piece of paper, which is all fraud to begin with. So till then, keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice. Much love, respect, always. Cheers. Bye.